The silence after the noise, that's the most powerful space you can ever occupy. But for most of us, our minds are never that quiet. It's a constant battle in there, a war between a fierce, storytelling warrior and a soft, whispering soul. Silence is the space where real leadership is born, not in the reactive noise, the endless meetings, or the pressure to have all the answers, but in the pause, the silence. Welcome to the Edgy Talk Show. I'm Aditi, a writer and NLP life coach. Today, we are reframing what it means to be a powerful leader. We are moving from the myth of the frantic, all knowing boss to the reality of the centered, intuitive guide. And we are doing it through a concept I call the dance of silence. I'd like to share a poem that would help us build more context around today's episode. And before I begin, I offer my obeisance to the divine in you. This is how the poem goes, and I hope you would enjoy listening to it. In the quiet corners of my mind, a silent dance I often find, not with feet, but waving thoughts going deep. I am reminded of a promise only my soul can keep. My mind, a warrior, fierce and bold, looping in stories of the past and ones of the future being told. My soul, a whisper, soft and mild, the peace it knows even when I was a child. There is a constant battle fought without a sword, where silence is the only best word. I sit with stillness, being aware, letting the inner world unfold the quagmire, feeling the fight between the dark and the loving light. And in this stillness, I find my way. A dance in silence, unveiling depths with every sway. I hope you could relate. The mind, which is a warrior, fierce and bold, often rewards relentless analytical ways. It pursues to always be on. But a warrior who never rests becomes brittle, reactive, and burns out. Whereas the inner quiet of the soul becomes the compass and guides you, empowers your intuition, provides you empathy, and elaborates the vision, the very qualities that inspire true leadership. By the way, leadership isn't about silencing the warrior either. It's rather about learning when to let the inner quiet lead the dance. So, how do you, as a leader, practice this dance? I would like to offer a 3-step practice for building an executive presence. The first one goes with a strategic pause, or let's say acknowledging the dancers. Before you speak up in a heated meeting or you send that email, pause. Take a deep breath. In that pause, acknowledge the warrior, the speaking mind, the part of you that wants to win the argument, prove a point, or control the outcome. Then consciously create the space for the inner whispers, the part that seeks understanding, collaboration, and the best long-term outcome to surface. This single pause is the difference between a reactive and a responsive leader. Step 2 is to clarify the battlefield. Give the warrior a task. Your thinking mind needs a job, so give it one. Take a notebook and do a brain dump activity. Write every worry, every to-do, every what-if onto the page. This tells your mind that the message is well received. You can stand down. This should separate you from your thoughts, while your warrior mind can also take some rest. This clarity is what allows you to stop micromanaging chaos and start leading with purpose. The final and the last step is to invite the whisper, the counsel of silence. This is the most powerful leadership tool. Scheduling 5 minutes of pure silence after your brain dump. Focus only on your breath. When a thought arises, gently label it quote unquote thinking and return to your breath. Keep practicing this. Here, you're not trying to empty the mind, but changing your relationship with its content. This practice is how you find your way from the internal battle. This is where your best ideas, your most compassionate responses, and your truest vision will emerge. This is how you lead not from a place of scarcity and fear, but from a place of creativity and abundance. When you master this dance, you don't just save your own day, you transform your team's environment as well. You create a culture not of reactive stress, but of responsive calm. You give others permission to find their own stillness. And that becomes your legacy. Remember, the most powerful thing you can lead is your own state of mind. Everything else follows. Thank you for tuning in today with me. If you're ready to lead from a place of powerful peace, share this with a fellow leader. And if this resonated, please do share with someone who needs to hear it. Your peace isn't a destination you find. It's a silence you create, one dance at a time. This is the Edgy Talk Show. I hope you learned the practice to enhance your leadership presence today with me. I'm Aditi, signing off from a space that is centered in silence. Until next time, with much love.